Hi there. I'm not quite sure how many of you have, well, let me introduce myself first. For those of you who are looking at this for the first time, I'm Blackbright. So I just want to welcome you to my channel. And I tend to cover issues that affect Black people. And I try to bring a certain amount of understanding as to why we should all be treated equally and there should be less discrimination. Anyway, I got sent this video last week. It's a very, very old video. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it was in the 1940s or something, or 50s. I really don't know what year it came out. I guess I should have really looked at it, but I think it's irrelevant. What's relevant is the content. And there's this lady called Jane Elliott. You may or may not have heard of her, but she did this experiment to let children understand how Black people feel when they're being discriminated against. And what she did is, instead of having, there was no Black people in the class. So instead of doing that, she made, she separated them by the colour of their eyes. And with the first group, but the people with the blue eyes were more favoured. They got a longer break. They were allowed to have their lunch first. They were allowed to have seconds, and they got preferential treatment. Whereas the brown-eyed were kind of looked down upon, were seen as inferior, and they had less privileges. And what was interesting is when that experiment was done, they were working on a project, and the brown-eyed people, they did it really slow and felt really demoralized. And when she asked them, you know, why is it that you feel, why you're so slow today? And they said, well, you know, we've got these collars on, because what she had done, she'd put collars on them so that they could tell at a glance who was blue eyes and who was brown eyes. So all the brown eyed people had collars on. And then she switched it. And she said, oh, I lied yesterday. Actually, it's the blue-eyed people who are inferior. The brown-eyed people are the ones that, you know, created everything, and they did this and they did that. And, you know, they're much more intelligent. And miraculously, when they did the test, the brown-eyed people favoured well and got higher points. So I'm going to show you a quick video. I can't show it all. I'm going to kind of skip through it, but I'm hoping I capture the relevant points.
This is a special week. Does anybody know what it is? National Brotherhood Week. What's brotherhood? Okay, be kind to your brothers. You would like to be treated. Treat everyone the way you would like to be treated. Treat everyone as though he was your brother. And is there anyone in this United States that we do not treat as our brothers? Yes. Who? The Black people. Who else? Absolutely, the Indians. And when many people see a black person or a yellow person or a red person, what do they think? They look at the damn people. What else do they think sometimes? What kinds of things do they say about black people? Niggers. In the city. In many places in the United States. How are Black people treated? How are Indians treated? How are people who are of a different color than get treated? They don't get anything in this world. Why is that? Because they're different color. You think you know how it would feel to be judged by the color of your skin? Yeah. Do you think you do? No, I don't think you would know how that felt unless you had been through it, would you? It might be interesting to judge people today by the color of their eyes. Would you like to try this? Sounds like fun, doesn't it? Since I'm the teacher and I have blue eyes, I think maybe the blue-eyed people should be on top the first day. I mean, the blue-eyed people are the better people in this room. Oh, yes, they are. Blue-eyed people are smarter than brown-eyed people. Is your dad brown-eyed? Yeah. One day you came to school and you told us that he kicked you. He did. Do you think a blue-eyed father would kick his son? Yeah. I have blue eyes. He never kicked me. blue-eyed. Why are you shaking your head? Are you sure that you're right?
I'm going to move it on a little bit because it is quite long.
Okay, it seems like when you were down on the bottom, everything bad is happening to us. The way we treated you felt like we didn't even want to try to do anything. It seemed like Mrs. Elliot was taking our best friends away from us. What happened at recess? Were two of you boys fighting? Yeah. Absolutely, John. What happened, John? Not so comedy. Names tonight. Hit him in the gut. What did he call you? Brown eyes. You call him brown eyes? They always call us that. Yeah, all the always call us brown eyes. Come here, brown eyes. And they would call us blue eyes. I wasn't. Sandy and Donna were. Yeah. What's wrong with being called brown eyes? It means that we're stupid. No, not that. Oh, that's just the same way as other people call black people niggers. Yeah. Is that the reason you hate him, John? Did it help? Did it stop it? Did it make you feel better inside? After so. Did it make you feel better inside? Did it make you feel better to call him brown eyes? Why do you suppose you call him brown eyes? Is that the only reason you didn't call him brown eyes yesterday? You had brown eyes yesterday. Did anybody get Oh, is this teasing? No. Well, he did. Were you doing it for fun, to be funny, or were you doing it to be mean? I don't know. Don't ask me. Did anyone laugh at you? I watched what had been marvelous, cooperative, wonderful, thoughtful children turn into nasty, vicious, discriminating little third graders in a space of 15 minutes. Yesterday, I told you that brown-eyed people aren't as good as blue-eyed people. That wasn't true. I lied to you yesterday.
Yes, so what she does is she switches the experiment and they end up feeling the way the other person felt. So let's see what happens to this.
Will you please go and get that cup and put your name on it and keep it at your desk? Blue-eyed people are wasteful. Okay, you want to be timed this morning?
So now the shoe is on the other foot now.
And the children, the brown-eyed children, were in the low class the first day, and it took them 5.5 minutes to get through the third pack. The second day, it took them 2.5 minutes. The only thing that had changed was the fact that now they were superior people. You went faster than I've ever had anyone go through the hard pack. Why couldn't you get them yesterday? You need the collars, Kevin? Thinking about the collars. Oh, and you couldn't think as well with the collars on. 4 minutes and 18 seconds. How long did it take you yesterday? 3 minutes. 3 minutes. How long did it take you today? 4 minutes and 18 seconds. What happened? Why? What are you thinking of? This. I hate today. You do. I hate too. Because I'm blue-eyed. See, I am too. There's nothing, it's not funny, it's not fun, it's not pleasant. This is a filthy, nasty word called discrimination. We're treating people a certain way because they are different from the rest of us. Is that fair? No. Nothing fair about it. We didn't say this was going to be a fair day, did we? No. And it isn't. It's a horrid day. Okay, you ready? What did you people who are wearing blue colors now find out today? I know what they felt like yesterday. I did too. How did they feel yesterday? Like a dog on a leash. Yeah. It feels like a chicken in a prison. Like your channel not walking in prison, but you're throwing the key away. Should the color of some other person's eyes have anything to do with how you treat them? No. Alright, then should the color of their skin? No. Should you judge people by the color of their skin? No. You're going to say that today, and this week, and probably all the time you're in this room. You'll say, no, Mrs. Elliott.
Anyway, that's the principle. I thought it was a good way of teaching children about discrimination and how it feels to have the shoe on the other foot. So I just wanted to share that with you. You may or may not have seen it before. If you want to watch it in its full entirety, it's called The Blue-Eyed and Brown-Eyed Experiment by Jane Elliott. Janeelliot. I think it might have 2 T's. But yeah, I thought it was really interesting, and I hope you found it useful. I hope it makes a difference. Bye bye for now. Bye bye.